Hey everybody, it's Scott with Pest again. I'm out here in beautiful Central Oregon. Another lovely day. Love the sunshine out here. If you live in the Portland metro, you should get out a little bit more. If you drive a couple hours to the east, beautiful country, and you're almost guaranteed a couple hundred days of sunshine. So if you start to feel the heaviness of the cloud cover, you don't have to leave the state. Just drive east. Anyway, we're out here today with the team. I got a call from a buddy who had some termite mud tubes. We've talked about termites before. So these are subterranean termites, and they build mud tubes. Remember, they eat the wood, which is significant, not like a carpenter ant that tunnels. And they bring up mud tubes using saliva, just general mud and everything around. Fecal matter, that's fun, huh? A little bit of poop for your travel. Anyhow, so they had some coming up inside the back of their house. Significant problem. We got here, took a look inside and close to their pantry. They thought were termites above the kitchen stove, but as they described it, they said there was frass or shavings coming out. That's not a termite. That would be a carpenter ant. So we have carpenter ants, and I think possibly I saw a potential velvety tree ant real similar to a carpenter ant. Remember, carpenter ants, velvety tree ants do not eat the wood. They tunnel through the wood. And I just had somebody ask the question, why? And the reason is because they were designed to. They're making a home, part of it, but there's plenty of places to hang out between studs and rafters. But when a carpenter gets bored, they start using their tools. Same thing with a carpenter ant. And they have a predisposition because they're tunneling for protection, right? So if you were a little guy like that and birds and everything else wanted to eat you outside, you would just think about building tunnels, right? For protection, that's what they do. So I'm going to drop in the crawl space here in a minute and go ahead and start the treatment for termites and carpenter ants. Everything else is pretty straightforward. They do have odorous house ants, kind of a menagerie. So we get them set up on a full program. This would be as robust a program as you would need from Pest. Basically, this is going to cover box elders, stink bugs, termites, little ants, rodents, rats, mice, everything but wildlife. Typically, it's not this complex, but here they kind of have the full bank of everything. I mean, they have kind of more arid climate like you'd see in the south, say in Arizona. So they have more termites than we would have, maybe, more on the I-5 corridor in Oregon and Washington here. And they got everything else too. And it tends to, in the heat, everything seems to be smaller and faster. But we're going to get them one way or another. This crawl space is going to be nothing less than daunting. But as always, it's the great unknown that drives me. So I'm going to get down there and check it out.